What is good? What is going on, everybody? Welcome back to the Pick Six channel. And today, man, do we have what's up with my echo? Hold on, let me change that. Okay, do I have an echo? Oh shoot, pressed the wrong thing. All right, I had too much of an echo there. I still have a lot of echo. All right, think that should be good. Man, do we have an exciting matchup to cover here? AFC North matchup practically for the division, man. We have the Steelers, we have the Ravens in Baltimore on a Saturday afternoon. Man, I mean, it doesn't get much better than this. Both teams have been looking pretty good down the stretch. You know, I know the Steelers are have been 2-2 within their last 4 games. Baltimore's been looking really good since the last game. But I mean, both teams are pretty even. The Steelers do have some key players that are out. Okay, George Pickens is out. They have a few key players that are out. Deshaun Elliott's out. So it should be an interesting one, man. Hold on, let's see. Let me try to get some. Right now, we just saw the Houston Texans beat the Kansas City Chiefs, which was a good game. It was. Damn it, I'm trying to. Okay, there we go. It was a pretty good one over there in KC. I did favor the Chiefs in that one. I was hoping that Texas would have pulled that one off. But Chiefs were able to get that one. So shout outs to them. I mean, they've had so many close wins this season. So many. And they got another one. And they're 1 win away from clinching the first seed, which they're going to clinch it. It's not really a question right there. My laptop's starting to act up. Okay, there we go. All right. But, I mean, yeah, I think everybody's expecting the Chiefs to close it out. Not next week, though. Not on Wednesday. All right, they're gonna clinch the first seed in Week 18. But as for this one, I mean, Deshaun Elliott being out once again is gonna hurt the Steelers. George Pickens being out once again is gonna hurt the Steelers. I mean, my goodness, the wide receiving core they've been struggling. They've been struggling since Pickens has been out. And like I said before, it may not be because just him being there, even if he doesn't put up super crazy stats, just him being on the field, that's hurting the Steelers. I know he tried to get back in there with the, from what I understand, the trainers and stuff like that, but they didn't clear him in time. Okay, yeah. I feel like I'm hearing myself echo, but that's how it is. Yeah, so he's still dealing with the hamstring injury, although they did say that he should probably be playing on Wednesday's game on Christmas Day. Man, this is big time football right now, man. On Fox, Tom Brady on the call once again. I know he called the game on Sunday. It might hurt the Steelers. I don't know. Maybe it might be a little bit bad luck right there. Maybe a little bit. You know, Tom Brady always had his way with the Steelers. Showing Mike Tomlin and Russell Wilson warming up over there. Yeah, that should work. Oh well. Now this doesn't want to leave. Come on, man. All right. My laptop's acting up a little bit. But we're good. We're good. Should be just fine. I made sure I had the Christmas tree in the background. You know, a little festive, man. A little festive today. Got my Steelers ugly Christmas. Oh, I almost fell right there. Steelers ugly Christmas sweater. The only thing I would have liked more is if it lit up a little bit, but oh well. So Mike Tomlin and the Steelers have been kind of having their way a little bit with the Ravens, and I don't know why, but that for some reason that kind of makes me question how this game's going to go a little bit because I'll be honest, it's starting to turn less into a rivalry. The more the Steelers beat the Ravens, the less the rivalry, is a rivalry pretty much. Because if you're just beating them every single time, the rivalry is pretty much dead in a way. Yeah, Dante Jackson out as well. I mean, some really key players. TJ Watt's going to be in there though, so that's one good news, right? But the fact that they're not going to have Dante Jackson, Elliott, Pickens. I mean, even Justin Fields is out for this game. So you can't have those run plays or anything like that. I'm surprised this game's on Fox. Of course, Terry Bradshaw picked the Steelers. I mean, you got to. And I'll say this now. The Steelers clinched a playoff spot, right? But I will feel a little bit uneasy if they don't win another game. If they have another meltdown, if they win this game and just lose their other two, I'll be honest, I'm fine with that because I don't even think that they'll start their starters if they win this game for Week 18 against the Bengals. But, man, if they lose out, I mean, that's going to be hard. That's going to be tough, man. It really is. With these next two games, yeah, it should be. I mean, the game on Christmas Day, that's going to be something else. But, you had those classic moments between the Steelers and Ravens. I mean, one of my favorite moments as a Steelers fan was the Antonio Brown immaculate extension, That's one of my favorite Steelers plays of all time. We'll see. I mean, I hope they utilize Mike Williams a little bit more, Pat Freiermuth a little bit more. I mean, Russell Wilson does try to get everybody going. He tries to give everybody the ball, everybody a chance. But last week, receivers just weren't getting open. It was a tough one, man. It was a tough one. And on the ground, I mean, honestly, if I'm the Steelers, I'd try to get the ball first. And hopefully score. Because they had just a tough game. I mean, both sides had a tough game last week, but just so you could set the tempo for this game, I'd say offense go out there first. I know a lot of teams like to defer to the second half, but if you want to set the tempo on the road, get the ball first and try to score. Go down the field and score. Justin Fields get a snap or two. I think he would have, man, but he was ruled out a few hours ago. It would have been nice to see Justin Fields out there, but yeah, man, he was ruled out. The Steelers are going to be pretty banged up going into this game. That's another concern I have. But at least we have Patrick Queen out there, TJ Watt. I mean, the Steelers defense should be still pretty good. All right. All right. Still about, I'd say 10 minutes left until kickoff or so. Man, this is something. Let's go, baby. Let's go. Tom Brady over there in Baltimore, probably talking about all the times he beat the Steelers in these type of games. And you know what? I don't hate Tom Brady. I actually kind of like him now. I do. I do. I think he's just out there living life, having fun, doing side quests and everything like that. Wonder how cold it is over there. I know it gets pretty cold over there in Baltimore. I'm not sure how cold it gets. I do think it does snow out there. All right. So Lamar Jackson going up against the Steelers defense. You know, and I saw something which was actually kind of crazy. Lamar Jackson hasn't started in Baltimore versus the Steelers yet. This is his first start in Baltimore against the Steelers. I didn't notice that. I guess every time he's been injured or something like that, or they weren't playing for something, because the Ravens, since they've had Lamar Jackson, I mean, they've been good. They've consistently been good. I'm pretty sure they made the playoffs every single season that he's been a Raven. Oh no, I think they missed once. But I mean, they've been consistently good with Lamar. You know, for some reason, I thought the Texans and Chiefs game was going to be prime time. I don't know why I thought that. I was just going to assume that they would have one afternoon game and one night game. But I guess it started at 10 o'clock our time. And I mean, both of those teams, the Texans and the Chiefs, they've already clinched their division. KC just because, I mean, their record. And then the Texans clinched their division because, I mean, their division ain't good. Their division ain't good. I mean, you got the Jags, you got the Titans. And who's the other team in that division? I don't know, man. They're all pretty bad in the AFC South. It seemed like going into the season, we already knew that the Texans were going to win the division. I mean, the only team that I kind of thought would have a chance is maybe the Jags, which, I mean, my goodness, I was real wrong on that one. Real wrong. Man, TJ Watt, 17 career sacks in 15 games against Baltimore. That's crazy. And that's the big headline here. Steelers defense against Derrick Henry. Now, last time out, the Steelers actually did pretty decent. I'm not going to say they did great because the Ravens did not use Derrick Henry as much as they should have. I'm being a realist. They did not use Derrick Henry as much as they should have in the game in Pittsburgh over there a few weeks ago. And I do expect them to utilize Henry a little bit more here today. Oh, man. I'm hyped, man. I'm hyped for this game. I can't wait. I can't wait. I think there is some college ball later on today. Yesterday I did watch the Notre Dame versus Indiana. I mean, man, that was Notre Dame put it on Indiana. They really did. I mean, it was under 30 degrees over there. You know, because they were playing at Notre Dame. So, I mean, that place gets cold. That place gets really cold. Now I think they had to play what, Ohio State? That's gonna be a tough one for Notre Dame. I do like this new college format that they have going on with the college playoff, just to give more teams chances. Does that mean that we're gonna see, different teams win the natty? Probably not, because I don't know. For college, it's just like it just seems like there's a bunch of juggernaut of teams. You got the Ohio States, the Alabama actually didn't make it, did they? I don't know. I think they missed for once. But, it seems like the typical teams for college sort of make it. And I think that's going to be relatively the same. I don't think that changes. But just to say that they gave them a shot. What's going on, Andrew? I was just talking about how your Fighting Irish won last night. Pretty impressive. Pretty impressive win. Pretty impressive. But they're going to have their hands full for their next game. I don't see anybody beating Oregon, though. I think Oregon's just that damn good. All right, let's go. All right, let's see who gets the ball first, man. Yeah, they did. They did really good. It was a strong performance, but man, it's gonna be tough. It's gonna be once they start playing those top teams. That's when I'm not too sure about them, man. I know it sounds pretty obvious to say, but I think Oregon's gonna take it, man. I think Oregon's gonna win it all this year, which I don't hate too much. I know I should probably hate Oregon, but I mean, they're just good, man. All right, so the Ravens are getting the ball first. They won the coin toss, but they elected to defer. Our Boswell kickoff, and we're underway over there in Baltimore. It's going to be a touchback, and out trots Lamar Jackson and the Raven offense. We're in all purple, except for the helmets, I guess. We're in the home purple jerseys with the purple pants. And as we know, we point out every time Lamar Jackson struggles against the Steelers. Does that continue today? I'm having a hard time believing that. In the championship game, that's going to be tough. Arizona State came out of nowhere, man. But I don't hate it. Lamar Jackson hands it off to Henry. Henry tries to break a tackle, and he couldn't get past Patrick Queen. That's still a pretty good gain of about 7, maybe 8 on the first play. I know their backup running back is out for this game as well. What's going on, Hectic? All right, yeah, Henry in the backfield once again. It's another run play. Henry finds a big hole, and he's down at the 49-yard line for the first down. He's going to be running with a purpose here today. Like I said, Baltimore's the one that truly has a chip on their shoulder. Oh, yeah, he had an open lane right there. Nice tackle by Casey. Derrick Henry closing off 1,500 yards. Lamar fakes the handoff, throws it to Zay Flowers. Zay Flowers is able to get a short gain on the play. Man, even with Larry Ogunjobi out once again, Steelers defense is pretty banged up. So expect Joey Porter. That's going to be the big storyline. James Pierre looks like he's playing corner as well today. Wonder if they have Cam Sutton working in safety along with Minka Fitzpatrick. Play clock running down a little bit. Lamar Jackson in shotgun. He gets a snap. Has time. Throws in the middle of the field. It is caught by Zay Flowers for the first down. Man. Parsons, he's good. He's good. I wouldn't mind it. I just know that's going to come with the price. I know that's going to come with the price. I don't know if the Steelers already have the highest paid defense in the league. They invest a lot in their defense, so I think the Steelers could use other weapons, man. It's a handoff play to Henry. Henry gets stopped behind the line of scrimmage. Henry had a strong first 2 runs, but stopped behind the line of scrimmage right there. That's going to lead to 2nd and 10. But yeah, I mean, if the price is right, if the Steelers could do it where they don't have to break the bank completely, yeah, I'm fine with it. 34 degrees over there in Baltimore. Jackson in shotgun, Henry to his right. Jackson fakes the handoff. Pressure coming. Highsmith, it's a fumble. It's a fumble. I think the Ravens recovered it, though. It looked like Stanley recovered it. Yes, the Ravens were able to fall back on it. Alex Highsmith on the strip sack. All right. Nice play, though. Nice play. Regardless. I mean, Highsmith was just able to run around that line. So that's going to lead to 3rd and 19. Steelers defense playing back here on this play. Jackson steps back, feels pressure again. He's rolling right. Throws it incomplete. He was looking for his running back heel right there. I mean, either way, even if he caught it, it was only going to be a gain of about a yard or 2. And that's going to have to bring out the punting unit. Man, that fumble really messed up the drive. All right, good stop. Good stop, boys. Steelers pressure was there. They were bringing it. All right, punt is away. Calvin Austin awaiting the return. Let's see if he does. It takes a bounce, and they stopped it. Steelers going to have it at around the 2-yard line to start off their drive. Good punt. Yep, his feet didn't touch the end zone. That's a good stop right there, man. For a struggling offense, ooh, that's going to hurt. That's going to hurt. Yeah. Yeah, Baltimore was moving the ball pretty effectively. And then Highsmith able to make a big play. All right, I think the Steelers are going to be run heavy right now. I would like them to just take a shot right away. I would. I mean, utilize Mike Williams. I mean, you got him. You got him for a reason. You know, one storyline that's really been brewing up is the rookie Roman Wilson. So the Steelers drafted him in the 3rd round this season, and he got hurt during training camp, and he hasn't played a snap all year. All year. No. He's played 1 game, and in that 1 game that was against the Raiders earlier this year, he only played like 5 snaps. It sounds like we're not going to see him at all this year. You know, even during this George Pickens injury, I mean, they still, from what I understand, he's not injured anymore, but he's not ready to play. I don't think he's ready to play because, I mean, if you think about it, he didn't practice at all during training camp. He got hurt early training camp. So he didn't really have time to practice or anything. So now they're trying to develop him to be pro ready because that's the whole conversation. They don't think he's pro ready yet. because, I mean, you kind of get all that stuff sorted out during the offseason. I'm sorry, during training camp and everything like that. He couldn't do that. And it's a similar situation to the Calvin Austin thing because he wasn't able to play his whole rookie season due to injury as well. So, I mean, a lot of people are saying that it was a bust or it's a waste of draft. I wouldn't get there yet. You know, it'd be cool to see him out there on the field just to see what he could do. But if he's not ready, he's not ready. All right. Steelers huddling up in their own end zone right now. Najee Harris in the backfield on 1st and 10 from their own 3-yard line. Wilson hard counting a little bit. It's a handoff play to Najee. Najee able to break a tackle behind the line of scrimmage and get a couple on the play. All right, that's a little bit of a quality run right there. Getting about 4. Russell Wilson 6-2 since being a starter. I mean, yeah, I'm going to be real with you. I wasn't really completely sold on getting rid of or on benching Justin Fields, but Tomlin took a chance, and so far, I mean, it's paid off. It has. Steelers looking like they're going to run the ball again. 2nd and 5. It's another run play. Harris able to fight for about 3 on the play. All right, so now we got a 3rd and short situation. Let's see. They might try a little bootleg here. Little bootleg play action. Maybe get out to Freiermuth or something, or Washington. By the way, the Steelers' tight end room is really good as well. All right, Steelers in shotgun formation. Russell Wilson all alone. They're able to get the snap off in time. Wilson scrambling, throws it out of bounds, incomplete. He was able to roll out of the pocket, so that's not intentional grounding. But, man, Steelers go 3 and out to start off their first drive. He took a shot, too. We got our first penalty of the game, but it's illegal shift. It doesn't even matter. Ravens declined it. 3 and out, guys. Good job. Man. Wayman punting it from his own end zone. King awaiting the return. It's a booming punt. Nice punt. It's returnable, though. He's able to get past one guy. Now he's turning it up the field. Oh, it's a fumble. It's another fumble. Oh, the Steelers couldn't get it, though. Ravens recover it. Man. Baltimore's fumbled it twice. 2 times, but the Steelers have not been able to recover those fumbles. James Pierre was able to get it out, but there was nobody there. It was nothing but purple over there. Man. It looked like Wilson wanted to run it, but I think by the time he was trying to run it, there was already a guy up in his face. Man, Baltimore's in good field position. You know, that fumble actually helped him if you think about it. That got him a good 7-8 yards. Yeah, they're doing. I mean, now the Baltimore's gonna be in good field position though. That's gonna be tough. That's gonna be tough. I I didn't like the play call on third and short for the Steelers. I didn't. I didn't. I think they were better off just running the ball. Hey, you okay? 49 yards. That's possible. It's possible. I could see that happening, man. I mean, Lamar's really good. He it's just the struggles he has against Pittsburgh. I don't know why. It's already getting close to the sun's going down over there. Man, I think we're gonna have to rely a lot on our defense this game. It's just that the Steelers' offense has not been the same without Pickens. Granted, they did play a really good Eagles defense last week. Baltimore's defense has been struggling all year. But then, I mean, when they play the Steelers, their defense shows up. Their defense does show up. So Baltimore starting the drive a little outside field goal range. Zay Flowers in motion. It's another run play for Henry. Henry breaks open midfield and able to get the first down. Man. And I mean, they've been running the ball effectively so far, except for one play. I'm telling you, Harbaugh's going to feed Henry the rock this game. I mean, he's going to utilize him a lot. First and 10 from the 30. Baltimore has three receivers on the top of the screen. They run it again. Henry has open field once again, and he gets another first down. Took a little bit of a weird hit, but he's up and good. Yeah, I think the Steelers bit on the run a little bit too much for Jackson. I think they were expecting an option play. So far, 2 plays, 2 first downs for Baltimore. In the red zone. Jackson is shotgun. Hands it off to Henry. Henry able to break a tackle, able to get past Patrick Queen, and able to get 9. Man. This isn't looking good right now. Yep, Derrick Henry passed 1,500 yards now. Joey Porter Jr. is down on the field. Looks like he's injured. And this is not good, man. I mean, the cornerback position is already banged up for Pittsburgh. And it was over 90 yards. Oh, man. It looks like he might get that. I don't want it to happen. But, I mean, so far he's been unstoppable. I mean, the O-line has been giving him blocks. And they haven't been able to tackle him. I mean, the Steelers struggled tackling last week, too. I don't know what it is. I mean, granted, I know Henry and Barkley are straight dogs at the running back position, both at the top of their games, man. But the Steelers have been struggling to make open field tackles in Philly and so far right now. Porter's getting helped off the field. Damn. So now the Steelers are going to be 2 cornerbacks down. All right, I expect Baltimore to take a shot in the end zone now. I mean, you might as well try it. You might as well try it. Let's see what they do here. They're in shotgun. Man in motion. Oh, they're going to run the ball once again. Henry able to get the first down. Let's see. It's a close one. Looks like he might have gotten it, though. Yeah, they're going to say he got it. All right, 1st and 10 from the 7. Jackson hands it off to Henry. Henry, stop behind the line of scrimmage. Cameron Hayward and Alex Highsmith get in there. All right, the defense needed that right there. Defense needed that. Because this drive, I mean, Henry's been running all over. I think they've ran all run plays in this drive. Jackson looks like an option, fakes the option, throws it to Isaiah Likely, wide open, touchdown Baltimore. Isaiah Likely. I mean, he was wide open for the route and wide open for the run. Wow. Baltimore strikes first. I mean, nobody was even on him. No one was on the right side of the field at all. And Likely was able to just walk in. Justin Tucker on the extra point. Snap good. Kick is good. Baltimore up 7-0 with 5:52 left in this first. I mean, wide open. The closest guy right there was Patrick Queen. I don't know if somebody missed their assignment or what, if it was just a soft spot in the defense, but sheesh. That was bad. And I tell you, the Steelers aren't going to be able to beat them like they did last time. All right, they're going to need to get into the end zone a few times, I think. All right, I expect the Ravens offense to play better, to have a better showing. Winner of this game, if Baltimore wins, they clinch a playoff spot and they take the lead in the AFC North. Steelers win this game, they clinch the North, and all they have to worry about is seeding. You know, whether or not they get the 3rd seed or the 4th seed. And let's be real here, they're not going to get the 2nd or 1st. I don't see Buffalo losing another game this year. But strong drive for the Ravens. I mean, they only had one passing play. Oh, fumbling my ball over here. Dang it. The Sunday slate of games, actually, man, they're a lot of them are kind of weak, to be real. I think the one game I'll keep my eye on is the Eagles and Commanders. That's a pretty good game. That's really about it, man. As far as meaningful games, that's the most meaningful game tomorrow. The Eagles and Commanders. Yeah, I think, they put too much on the run again. All right. Austin in the back of the end zone. Kickoff is off, and it's returnable in the landing zone. Cordell Patterson trying to get it to the outside. Now cuts back to the inside. Still on his feet. And with forward progress, I do think he should be down about the 25. All right, you got Darnell Washington in there. I mean, they got to utilize the guy. Jalen Warren in on this play as well. So he's bringing in a heavy set. Wilson and shotgun. Wilson has it. Throws it middle of the field. Pass is caught for the first down. Skoranek for the first. Yeah, that's how you pronounce it. Skoranek on the reception right there for the first down of the game for the Steelers. Jalen Warren in the backfield once again. Fakes the handoff. Paul fakes, gets sacked. Pierce on the sack. Man, this isn't looking good so far. So he was looking Warren's way the entire time. I mean, there wasn't really anybody open downfield. I mean, he had two options downfield, but they weren't really open. That was a loss of 10 on the play. Now 2nd and 20. Wilson has it, has time. Throws a check down to Warren. Warren able to turn it up for a pretty solid gain right there. So that's going to get the yardage back and some, but it's still going to be 3rd and long for the Steelers. Third and 8. Steelers went no huddle right there. Wilson has it. He's trying to scramble, getting away from the pressure. He does. Has time, throws it. It's complete for the first down. Skoranek. Nice. I mean, Skoranek was... we haven't even seen him. We didn't start seeing him until, a few weeks ago. But he has 2 receptions, both of them on 3rd down conversions. Wilson hands it off to Warren. Warren gets it to the outside. Now cuts back inside, spins, and gets about 9 on the play. All right, we're moving the ball here now. Let's go. Let's go. Man, they're showing the numbers with George Pickens, comparing George Pickens to the rest of the receivers. And, I mean, he's outperforming them by himself. 2nd and 1. Wilson rolls right. Throws it complete to Connor Hayward for the first down. All right. We're moving. We're moving. Got to punch right back. And look, man, with the way things are going, this might be, these two might see each other in the playoffs. So change up the set a little bit. Warren in there once again. It's a pitch play to Warren. Warren gets blocks up front. Warren able to fight for some extra yards. And that's going to lead to second and short. So they've been using Jalen Warren on this drive a lot. Now, there is a lot of talk. People are talking, all right? It's that they don't want, or that Najee Harris and the Steelers should probably part ways. I'm not bought into that yet. Warren in the backfield once again. Should be a run play. It is a run play. Up the middle. And Warren's able to get the first down. All right. Sir's bringing in a new set. Mike Willie and Najee Harris are now in the huddle. And Pat Freiermuth. Now, red zone offense for the Steelers has been a little bit lackluster. Steelers in shotgun on this first down. Right outside the red zone. Fakes the handoff. Wilson throws it downfield. Pass is caught. Van Jefferson down at the 1 yard line. And it's going to be first and goal. And that's another Pittsburgh Steelers first down. There we go. Notice how Wilson's been throwing it middle of the field. Hasn't been working the corners, but he's been throwing it middle field. And I guess that's been working so far. That's going to be the last play of the first quarter. So they're going to flip sides for the second. We got a 7-0 game. All right. All we got to do, bring in heavy set and either QB sneak it, give it to Naj, or give it to Jalen. I mean, choose your pick right there. You don't need to go with this shotgun play. You don't need to go with, all this other stuff, man. Just run the ball. Just run the ball. I'm wearing all this stuff, man. It's actually kind of hot out here. I think it's like in the 70s. California weather in December. 70 degrees. I mean, I like the cold, man. I would much rather it be cold right now than for it to be 70 degrees. In the early game for Patrick Mahomes dealing with some injuries, he looked pretty good out there. I mean, he was running the ball, scrambling. He was doing pretty good. Steelers are leading in time of possession right now. I think that's specifically off of this drive right here. I mean, they're moving down the field pretty good. Oh, Skoranek is going to the tunnel. So the Steelers are going to be down another receiver. Man. All right. That's going to be tough. This drive, Russell Wilson's been perfect. 5 for 5, 62 yards. Run the ball, man. All right. Don't try to get all fancy here. Just run it. Connor Hayward being used as a fullback. Najee Harris behind him. Fakes the handoff. Throws it. Enzo caught for the touchdown. Steelers answer right back. Pruitt on the reception, and the Steelers are an extra point away from tying the game, and you know what that means. Hold on, let me try to do it. What the hell? We get a light show, baby. How about that? We're in the holiday spirit here. Got my chain and everything. All right. Not even sure why we threw the ball, but you know what? It worked. So, I mean, whatever. Boswell on the extra point. Snap, good. Kick is good. All right, we got a tie game here. Let's go. That might have been Pruitt's first catch of the game. Or I'm sorry, of the season. Or Pruitt. I think that was his first reception of the season, man. His first reception for a yard and for a touchdown. All right. I think he's like our third string tight end or something. Nice grab, by the way. He had to extend for that one. Able to get 2 feet in. That's a nice grab. That's an answer for the Steelers right there. Russell Wilson was perfect. 6 for 6 on that drive. For 63 yards, 10 plays, 73 yards, almost 6 minutes on the drive. Boswell on the kickoff. It bounces, and they nailed it in the end zone. I don't know if it bounced in the landing zone. Let's see. So JPJ and Skoranek are both questionable. And Skoranek was having a good drive. Oh, damn, this thing's still up. I thought I turned it off. Okay. Skoranek was having a good drive right there. All right, so the Ravens' last drive were very run heavy. Let's see what they do here. Starting their drive from the 30. Jackson fakes the handoff, throws it middle of the field. Incomplete. Zay Flowers was right in front of it. All he had to do was run a little bit, and he would have caught the ball. He overthrew his tight end, but Zay Flowers was right there as well. And he was open. All he had to do was run about 2 yards. It bounced right in front of him. All right, Hill now in the game. Jackson in shotgun. 3 receivers set. Jackson is going to take it himself. Jackson has room, has space. Queen able to make the tackle. There is a flag on the play. Let's see if it's coming back. It was a gain of about 8. Hands to the face. And that's going to give Baltimore a first down. And all it took was a little touch to the face, I guess. But can't be gifting them first downs, man. Flowers in motion. It's a handoff play to Henry. Henry gets hit, but able to get a couple yards on the play still. He was hit behind the line of scrimmage, but he was able to keep his balance for a little while. And you could tell, the Steelers are expecting Lamar to run the ball. They are. Except for that last play, they are expecting. Every time Henry and Jackson are on the field, they're expecting either or to run. Right now, we are dead even on total yards. That's a false start. That's a false start on Baltimore. Yep, I saw it. Take it back 5 yards. But it just seems like the Steelers really do know the Ravens scheme for the most part. But I mean, it's still going to be hard to stop, even if you do know what's coming. I mean, Lamar is just super quick, and then you have Henry. Lamar Jackson drops back, throws it. Incomplete for Zay Flowers. He juggled it a little bit and couldn't hang on. There's another flag, though. Let's see. It was holding on the offense. Steelers decline it, and it's going to be 3rd and 10 for Baltimore. Jackson tried to float it up to Zay Flowers, and my goodness, he could not. He was juggling all over the place. He was playing hot potato with himself right there. 3rd and 11 for Baltimore. Ravens have 3 receivers to the right. Isaiah Likely on the other side. Jackson has it. Steelers bring 4. He rolls right. Still looking upfield. Throws it. It looks like it was batted incomplete. Looks like Steelers did make some contact on there. It was a low throw for Bateman. And the Steelers get a stop here. Let's go. Alex Highsmith has been getting in there, man. When Lamar Jackson tries to throw, I mean, he has to scramble. He has to run all over the place. Calvin Austin, way to return. Punt is off, and it's to the right. Not a very good punt. And let's see where they mark it. It was not a very great punt. Refs are going to say that it was out of bounds at the 40. Wow. I mean, he shanked that punt right there. So Steelers are going to have some pretty decent field position to start off that drive. Is anybody going to be watching that Raider versus Jaguar game? Anybody? Part of me wants to watch it as a joke. You know, I just feel like both teams are gonna try to lose. I do. Are both teams just gonna kneel the ball? And then we wind up having such a bad game that it turns into a tie? Like the final score being 3-3 or something like that? I think the tickets for that are still pretty expensive, though. I was really considering, I was really thinking about going to the game in Vegas when the Steelers played out there. Man, nosebleed seats. I mean, the very top was over $300. And I'm talking about nosebleed seats. $300, man. I mean, the prices for the Ram games and Charger games are very different compared to the prices of the Raider games. Because I've been to a few out here. I think the most I've paid was close to 200. You know, I did go to Thursday Night Football this week, which is pretty cool, man. I mean, if you haven't been to SoFi Stadium, I recommend. It's a really nice stadium. I've been to SoFi and I've been to the Raiders Stadium, Allegiant Stadium. I like SoFi better. Both are really nice, though. I mean, both are worth going to. But it was cool. It was cool. Thursday Night Football was cool to go to. Oh, wow. Okay, so the Steelers are going to have it at their 44. Wilson fakes a handoff. Has time. Throws it to Warren. Warren turning up the field, getting past a couple of defenders, and gets the first down. Let's go. That's another Pittsburgh Steelers first down. We're moving. We're moving, baby. Let's go. Russell Wilson so far in this game only has one incompletion. Harris in the backfield, along with Hayward. It's a bootleg. Wilson scrambling. He's going to take it himself, and he's going to slide for a gain of about 8 yards on the play. Russell Wilson knows what he's doing when he slides. You know, a former baseball player. I forget exactly what teams he played with. I know he had a spring training game with the Yankees a couple years ago. Well, that was probably a while ago. I say a couple years ago. It's probably a while ago. I forgot who was drafted by, though. Harris in the backfield once again. They give it to Najee. Najee has a wide open field. Gets the first down and some change past the 30. And we got another Pittsburgh Steelers first down. Big blocks up front. Nobody missed their assignment right there. It's a pitch play. Harris keeps it this time and is able to get about 4 yards on that play. Now the Steelers running the ball effectively here. It's going to be 2nd and 6 for the Steelers, right outside the red zone. Wilson drops back. Scrambles a little bit. Looks like he's going to take it himself. Has some room. Has a lot of room. Goes downfield inside the 5. Fumbles the ball. Was he down, though? Was he down, though? Referee still trying to figure it out. It's a dog pile. Looks like, I think the Ravens got it. They're going to motion that the Ravens got it down. Wilson had a lot of room right there. Oh, that's a fumble. Yep, that's a fumble. Damn it. Damn it, man. You should have slid. He got the first down and everything, man. And then he took a hit. Oh, that was a good drive. Steelers have been doing that a lot this season. They've been having good drives and then turning over the ball once they get to the red zone. Man. Well, the Ravens are going to have it around the 5. Man, Wilson should have just slid, man. I mean, that was good. That was a good gain. And then he took a hit and fumbled. True. Oh, man. So each team's had their fair share of fumbles in this game. Baltimore's had 2. They were able to recover their own fumbles, though. I mean, I'll give the Ravens credit there. That was a big hit. That was a big hit, but I mean, it was open field. He could have just slid, man. Buccaneers and Cowboys is Sunday Night Football? How do you guys feel on these Christmas Day games? On a Wednesday, it's a little weird. I'll be real with you. It's a little weird. Yeah, man, it was a perfect play by Russ. It was. He had an open field, then he tried to do a little bit too much, man. He tried to do a little bit too much. All right. All right. Baltimore's going to get it at the 4. 1st and 10 after the fumble. You're going to hand it off to Henry. Henry going to try to take it outside. He stumbles a little bit for a short gain. All right, as long as we could limit them to a short drive, we should be fine. All right, you don't want to give them the momentum like that, especially after that you were doing really good that drive. Jackson has it, throwing it from his own end zone downfield, likely able to get it. 1st down. Big chunk play right there. That's a solid gain of about 20. Can't keep making mistakes in these high-stakes games, man. All right, 1st and 10 from the 15. Jackson in shotgun. He hands it off to Hill. Hill tries to get it back to the inside, and it's a medium gain. Jackson throwing the ball hasn't been all that great. It's really the rushing attack that's been hurting Pittsburgh so far. Bateman moving to the right side. Wilson hands it off to Hill. Hill able to get past defenders, breaks another tackle, and he's stopped by Casey. But that's a big gain and a big 1st down. Hill's now on the ground. Looks like he might be banged up. Oh, that looks pretty bad. I don't know if he hurt his leg or his shoulder. He did fall a little bit weird on his shoulder. Lamar Jackson wears grills while playing? Steelers cannot stop that rushing attack right now. I'm afraid that fumble switched the tide, man. I mean, things were starting to go really well for the Steelers. You know, you had that stop defensively. Then you had the offense doing their thing. And then it's every time when they get down the field. It's every time. If the Steelers do win the division, I mean, anybody in the AFC is really, it's going to be tough to beat. I mean, you have Denver. The Chargers are really good too. And those teams are wild card. Baltimore is a wild card. I mean, every team in the AFC is going to give you a run for your money. I mean, really. It's going to be interesting. It's good. Those playoff matchups are going to be interesting and are going to be fun to watch. Honestly, NFC, I think only 2 teams or 3 teams have a legit shot. I feel like Minnesota's going to get upset in the playoffs. That really only leads to 3 teams. That's the Lions, Packers, and Eagles. Those are really the only 3 teams that I could see. But, I mean, with the AFC, you got the Chiefs, Bills, Steelers, I hope are in that conversation. Texans have not been playing their best ball, but you know what? They're still a really good team. Chargers have been playing really well. Denver's been playing really well. And then, I mean, sure, there's some really good teams in the AFC side. All right, Baltimore starting to move down the field. Henry in the backfield. Jackson fakes handoff, throws it middle of the field, complete to Zay Flowers. Zay Flowers trying to get past Mika Fitzpatrick. Could not steal a first down for the Ravens. And it looks like they're going to get more off a penalty. Maybe a face mask. Yep. They're going to get an extra 15 yards. Zay Flowers has had his struggles in this game, but able to get a big one right there. Jackson and shotgun here. Jackson going to take it himself on the draw play. He gets a short gain right there. I didn't really like that design run for Jackson. I don't like design run plays when it comes to quarterbacks. I just feel like, I don't know. I don't like the idea of using your quarterback as a running back. I just don't really like the idea. But not to say that he can't run the ball, because he can, clearly. But I'm talking about design runs. I'm not a huge fan of it. Likely in motion. Jackson has it. Pocket collapses a little bit. Throws it. Incomplete. Looking for Mark Andrews. I mean, Andrews is going to have to catch that one-handed. Slightly overthrew it. Man, you had Patrick Queen on Andrews. Now it's going to lead to 3rd and 8. Bateman lined up on the bottom of the screen. Jackson has it. Looks left. Throws to the end zone. Caught. He found Bateman. Touchdown, Baltimore. Found him at the corner of the end zone. Why are we playing zone like that, man? Yeah, he was able to drag that second foot. Wow. Extra point for Tucker. Up and good. Baltimore up 14-7. They're able to take it down the field 90-plus yards on that drive after the Russell Wilson fumble. Come on, man. Well, offense needs to answer back. It might be one of those games, man. It might be one of those games. And I already knew Baltimore in this game was going to have a bit of a better offensive showing. I knew it going in. It's just, I mean, it was crazy that the Steelers defense was able to hold them to 16 points last time. You got the Ohio Bowl tomorrow, too. So the whole division's facing each other this week. Got the Browns and the Bengals tomorrow. The Browns are going to be starting DTR, former UCLA quarterback. Which, honestly, I would have started DTR once Watson went down. I don't really. DTR's a pretty good quarterback, you know. Ah, we're playing so far back, man. Nobody was on Bateman. Nobody was on Bateman. By the time KZ got on Bateman, I mean, he already dusted him. I mean, defensively, you were protecting the end zone, and they wound up scoring a touchdown anyways on the left side. Our kickoff is away. This one's going to go to the end zone. Patterson going to touch back. Come on, man. Trying to see what way works better. Oh, well, that's fine. All right, let's dust off that mistake, man. Come on, Russ. Jalen Warren in the backfield. Washington in motion. Wilson fakes the handoff. Has time, pocket collapses real quick, and he has to throw it out of bounds. Incomplete. I mean, man. it looked like he had some time to throw the ball, and then, I mean, it was like 3 Ravens that were able to get past their guys. All right, 2nd and 10. Williams on the right side along with Pat Freiermuth. Wilson looks for the check down, throws middle of the field for Van Jefferson for a short gain. I'm sorry, for Williams. Getting about 4 right there. It's going to lead to about 3rd and 6. They're going to say 3rd and 5. We're just under the 7-minute mark in the second quarter. 14-7 Ravens up. The Steelers offense hasn't looked too bad, but the fumble has hurt them so far. Russell Wilson looks like he's changed up the play a little bit. Play clock running down. He's got to run the play. Trying to call for it. And it's going to be delay of game. Unless they call a timeout. All right. Tomlin called a timeout before the flag was thrown. I mean, it seemed like no one even knew what was going on. Van Jefferson looked confused out there. All right. So Steelers had to burn a timeout right there. Steelers have 2 receivers to the right. Freiermuth also moves to the right. You have 1-on-1 on the top of the screen there. Let's see if he goes there. Wilson. Ravens bring a 4-man rush. Wilson going to have to try to get out of pressure. He could not. He gets sacked. My goodness. It was only a 4-man rush, man. He didn't have time to throw the ball. Wayman on the punt. It's a pretty solid one. Fair catch. And Baltimore's going to get at the 28. Man. All right, guys, I'll be right back. Give me 1 second. All right. So Steelers need a quick stop. After that really long drive that the Ravens had, 90 plus yards. You're going to need a quick stop. Man, Russ was trying to fight out of that. Got my dog over here staring at me. He was over there just kind of by the window. He likes to be around the sun. I'm not sure why. All right, we need a quick stop. A turnover would be great right now. It's a handoff play to Henry. Henry gets it up the field and gets about 5 on the play. I think Henry already has the same amount, if not more, carries this game than he did last game. Now, I don't know that for sure, but it just seems that way. Jackson and shotgun once again. Has it, throws it. Zay Flowers complete for the first down. Why are we playing so far back, man? It was second and medium. Why are we playing like 10 yards back? Again, Jackson fakes the handoff, rolls right, looking downfield. He's going to throw it across his body. Complete. Oh, he dropped it. They're going to call it incomplete. They could look at that, man. No, he didn't have possession. Nope, he was juggling a little bit. Never really had possession of the ball. Mika Fitzpatrick able to get it in and out of his hands. You just kind of swung him a little bit. All right, 2nd and 10 after the incomplete pass. Likely going to move over to the left. Handoff, or fakes the handoff. Jackson is going to get stopped. He's going to run into a wall. Get about 3 on the play. It's going to be 3rd and 7. Let's see, do the Steelers bring some pressure here? They're showing some pressure. They bring 4. Jackson able to get it to Andrews for a first down. Gain about 8. Yeah, this isn't looking good. This isn't looking good right now. Derrick Henry in the backfield. Let's say they go to him. Yes, they do. Give it to Henry. Able to spin. Still on his feet past the first down. And they blow the play dead. Gain about 12 on that one. Damn, dude. I mean, just breaking tackles. I mean, man, it took like 4 people. All right, first down from the 35. Henry gives it once again. And this time he's back just to the line of scrimmage. And it just seems like these past 2 games, the Steelers defense has had a hard time getting off the field. Oh, they called that. How is that a gain of 1? All right, well, Baltimore is going to have to run a play before the 2-minute warning. Oh, they're going to take a timeout or what? I don't know if they're aware of that. Mike tripping was the play clock was about 3 seconds ahead of the game clock. Okay, whatever. That was weird. So Baltimore pretty close to field goal range if they're not already. They could get a stop now. Expect Tucker to make the field goal. Still have time to try to get something. You know, they do get the ball after the half, so that's going to be nice. But yeah, you don't want to be down 2 possessions going into the half, man. And right now, I do think we're seeing the Ravens at the top of their game. They're not making those same mistakes that they've made the last couple of times that they've played the Steelers. They're not. They're not. Man, with the way things are looking, the game against the Chiefs is really starting to scare me. Oh, man, I could see that being a rough game. Yeah, so from today till Christmas, we have games every day except for Christmas Eve. That's the only day we don't have a game. That's the only day there's no NFL football. Come on, let's get a sack right here. Come on, man. That'd be perfect. All right, 2nd and 9 for Baltimore. Jackson in shotgun. He has it. Drops back. Feels pressure. Throws middle of the field. Incomplete. Looking for Zay Flowers. There's a bit of a low throw there. Flowers didn't really even look ready for the ball either. All right, we need a stop here. Come on, defense. I say bring some pressure. Jackson has Henry to his right. Steelers bring some pressure. What? Able to get in there. He's able to get it to likely gets back to the line of scrimmage. Maybe a gain of a yard. I expect the Steelers to take timeout. I think they did. Out comes Justin Tucker, who has had an up and down season to this point. Okay, so Steelers did use their 2nd timeout of the half. I mean, Justin Tucker around 70% this season on field goal tries. And I just assume that's amongst the bottom of the league. This one should be from around 51 yards out. He had 2 missed field goals when they played at Heinz. Kick is on its way, and this one's good from 51 yards. Baltimore takes a 17-7 lead. Steelers will have some time. 1:43 left in the second quarter with a timeout to get something before the half. Baltimore has been playing a good second quarter. All right. Can the Steelers offense get, even if it's just a field goal before the half? And man, the Ravens are looking pretty balanced right now. Kickoff by Tucker is up in the air. And it's going to be to the back of the end zone for a touchback. So the Steelers are going to get it from the 30. I mean, keep bringing the pressure. The Steelers defense was bringing pressure in the early drives, in the early stages, and it was working. And then they just kind of stopped. And, I mean, since that's been happening, the Ravens have been very successful. Russell Wilson in shotgun on his first play. Jalen Warren to his side. They're going to hand it off to Warren. Warren able to get about 4. I don't know why we're running the ball right now. It makes no sense to run the ball. You got to hurry up the tempo. I mean, sure, that was a gain of 4 yards. Man, you don't want to rely on a long field goal here. Russell gets the snap, throws it complete to Mike Williams for the first down. He's tackled inbounds, so the clock is still running. Steelers going and hurry up here. Used up quite some time there in those 2 plays. Ravens bring some pressure. Wilson able to get it out to Calvin Austin. Once again, tackled inbounds. Decent gain on the play. Gain of about 7. Second down. I mean, the Steelers 3 plays have used a lot of time here, but they're moving. Wilson has it. Has time, scrambles, looks downfield, and just throws it out of bounds. Had to throw it away. I mean, come on. You're in a 2-minute drill. You don't have any better plays over there? All right, so I'd say the Steelers are about 15, maybe 20 yards away from field goal range. 41 seconds left, 3rd and 4. They have to have it. Those middle of the field, pass is caught. Pat Fryer moved for the first down. Inbounds. I mean, you got to hurry up, man. You don't have too many plays after this. 25 seconds left. Wilson throws it middle of the field. Jalen Warren turns it up. Is there a flag for a face mask? No, there's not. Steelers call their final timeout with 16 seconds left. Every play of the drive was inbounds. Now, they didn't do anything fancy. I think the Ravens were just playing a little bit back. That could have been called a face mask. It really could have been. But oh well. Okay, so if you're, I'd probably take a shot to the end zone here, just to take it. Okay, there's gonna be 17 seconds left. Yeah, I'd take a shot to the end zone. I mean, you're in Boswell territory. I get you wanted to make it a little bit more comfortable for him. I mean, take a shot, I'd say. Got to make sure it's in the end zone, though. Let's see what they do here. I mean, you can't throw it in bounds. You got to work the corners. You got to work towards out of bounds. So let's see what they do. Play clock running down. Wilson is going to be a draw play. Slides for a gain of 2. Now they got to hurry up and snap and spike the ball. All right, they get it off in time. They have plenty of time. What was with that play call? You got them 2 extra yards. All right. Boswell this season has been really good. From 51 yards himself. 5 seconds left in this second quarter. Snap is good. Kick is right down the middle and good. And we have a 17-10 game going into halftime. Baltimore up, but the Steelers do get the ball at the half. Baltimore, really good running the ball. Steelers have been just kind of, running and passing effectively on both ways. The only thing that stood out in this half and the reason why the Steelers are down is because of that fumble. Because of the fumble inside the 5. I mean, so far that's hurting the Steelers really bad. I mean, so far it's been a really good game, though. All right. So, second half adjustments, I think the Steelers should probably, man. You know what? Okay, offensively, they're doing pretty good. They really are. The fumble, it was just that one mistake. That one mistake is why they're down on the scoreboard. Defensively, I'd say blitz more. I do. When it's a pass play for the Ravens, Jackson, when you have them scramble, sometimes, as long as you have somebody on him, I mean, he was struggling when he brought the pressure. But now that it's halftime, let's break down some of the games that will be going on tomorrow. To be honest, a lot of them are kind of sleepers, but oh well. All right, first game we got is the Giants versus the Falcons. Giants with a 2-12 record going into Atlanta. Falcons 7-7. Still fighting for something. That division is not very good. Buccaneers are leading that division right now. Michael Penix Jr. getting his first start at the NFL level in his rookie season, which to make that change right now, perfect timing. All right, you're having him his first start against the worst team in the NFL. I mean, if they're not the worst team, the only other team that's right there with them is the Raiders. So it seems like the Falcons thought about it, and if you're going to have them start, this is the perfect game. I have the Falcons winning in a bit of a low-scoring one. I don't expect them to go off, but I expect them to have a decent game. They shouldn't put too much pressure on them. I think they're going to have a very run-heavy game there, and I think they win to keep their playoff hopes alive. And they do have the tiebreaker on Tampa Bay because they swept the Buccaneers this season. So it's not impossible for them to win that division still. Next, we have the Lions and the Bears at Soldier Field. Give me the Lions, man. Although the Bears did play pretty well against Detroit in the game that they had on Thanksgiving. But give me the Detroit. The Lions, the Bears have had struggles. They were 4-2. They were 4-2 at some point. They've lost 8 in a row. I think it's going to turn into 9 in a row. And the Lions coming off a loss, they're going to come in there with some intensity there. I expect them to win by, I'd say, about 17 points. Next, we have the Tennessee Titans going into Indianapolis to play the Colts. Titans 3-11, Colts 6-8. Colts did get eliminated from playoff contention last week. Both teams not really playing for anything. Mason Rudolph will be starting in this game. The Titans benched Will Levis. I'm rooting for Mason Rudolph. All right. I don't like the way the Steelers organization dealt with them. I feel like he didn't get a fair shake in Pittsburgh, even after Ben retired. He was a second-round pick for the Steelers, and they never really used him. Of course, when Ben Roethlisberger went down earlier in that 2019 season, they didn't have a choice but to utilize him, but to start him. And, when Ben retired, they didn't even give him a shot. It didn't seem like he even had a shot. They brought in Mitch Trubisky to compete, and then they drafted Kenny Pickett. So, never really got a shot up until last season, and that's when he shined. So, I'm rooting for Mason on that one. You know what? Screw it. If I had to pick, I'll pick Tennessee. Because I'm rooting for Mason over there, man. So give me the Titans and the upset against the Colts. Next, we have the battle between East Coast and West Coast. We have the Rams going into New Jersey to play the Jets. Rams 8-6, Jets 4-10. But Aaron Rodgers and the Jets, they still want to win. Okay, Aaron Rodgers, it's been a tough season. Just a rough season for a Jets fan. High hopes. There was people out there saying that they would be a playoff contender now that Aaron Rodgers is healthy and back. The Jets were one of those teams that were highly praised. Hey, as long as they get a quarterback, they're a quarterback away from being a contender. Well, they got Aaron Rodgers. All right, they got Aaron Rodgers, last season. Got injured week 1. This season, back. They have the quarterback. I know Aaron Rodgers hasn't been the Aaron Rodgers of old, which I don't think anybody was really expecting, especially after a big injury that he had. But, they got their quarterback, and it's still the same. It's a tough time to be a Jets fan. Give me the Rams, and I think the Rams are going to clinch that division pretty soon. So I'll take the Rams in that one. Next, we have probably the game of the week there, which is a early game. I don't know why. Between the Eagles and the Commanders. Eagles 12-2, Washington 9-5 over there at FedEx Field. Washington looking to pull off the upset. I think it's very possible. FedEx Field is a weird place to play, man. Jaden Daniels and the Commanders have been looking kind of iffy the past few weeks. They started off really strong. I think were they 7-2? They were 7-2, 7-3, something like that. They had a really strong showing, and then now it just seems like they've been just a middle of the pack team over there. I could see an upset happening there, but let's be real. The Eagles are the second best team in the NFC. If I had to put my money on one of them, I will go with the Eagles. So I definitely favor them there. I wouldn't be completely shocked if the Commanders pull off the upset, though. Next, we have the Ohio Bowl between the Browns and the Bengals. It's going to be in Cincinnati. Cleveland 3-11. The Bengals 6-8. Bengals still trying to play for something. All right, they still have just a little bit of hope, and they're going to be just riding on that hope as long as they can. And you know what? I mean, they're not looking for a quarterback. They're not looking for anything. They're going to still play even if they're eliminated from playoff contention. I mean, they're going to still try to play hard because that's just how it's going to be. You know, it's been a letdown season for Cincy. I didn't expect them to be 6-8 going into week what? We're in week 16. Damn, we're in week 16. To go into week 16. So it's been a very disappointing year. But, I mean, give me the Bengals. DTR is going to be starting for the Browns. After that, Deshaun Watson injury, it just seems like they were kind of all over the place for the quarterback position. I mean, Winston didn't play too bad. They just weren't winning. You know, I know they beat the Steelers, but other than that, they just weren't winning. It's not like he was playing terrible football. Even that game against Denver, he played pretty well. He had to throw, 3 interceptions, 2 of them being pick sixes. So, I mean, Winston's always been an up and down quarterback. You know, on the stat sheet for yards, he does pretty well. Passing touchdowns, he does pretty well. But then the turnovers happen. And that's what kind of evens it out, I guess. But give me the Bengals here. I do think it's a close game. All right. Joe Burrow does struggle against the Browns. I don't know why, but he does. But give me Joe Burrow and the Bengals on that one. Next, we have the Minnesota Vikings going into Seattle to play the Seahawks. Vikings 12-2. Seahawks 8-6. Seattle had a tough loss against the Packers. The Packers went in there and they dominated. They dominated Seattle. And I expect the same. I think Minnesota walks into Seattle and does a number on them. Well, I don't think it's a complete blowout, but I do see the Vikings winning by 2 possessions. So either by 10 or by 14. Sammy D does what he does. You know what? Okay. One thing that I don't understand right now, why did the Vikings get Daniel Jones? Is it just in case Sammy D gets injured? Is that why? Or were they not satisfied when they got Daniel Jones? Were they not satisfied in Sam Darnold's play? Because it's not like he was lining it up completely. He was kind of struggling at the time they got Daniel Jones. You know, is it just for him to be a backup and for Daniel Jones just to be in a contending team? That's what he wanted. I know that's what he said he wanted. Is that the reason? Maybe. Does he even see any playing time for the rest of the season? I don't know. Maybe not. But, yeah, give me the Vikes in this one. Next, we have the Patriots and the Bills in Buffalo. My goodness. 3-11 versus 11-3. It's just even a question. Give me Buffalo here. And it's going to get ugly. That one's going to get ugly. I mean, the Bills fans, Bill Mafia is going to be throwing snowballs in the crowd and everything like that. Josh Allen having one heck of a season, too. And then the game I really, really don't care about. The Jaguars against the Raiders. Jacksonville 3-11. The Raiders 2-12. It's in Vegas. This is a 125 game. Wow. Oh. I mean, I picked the Jags in that one. Do I really care? No. And that's no disrespect to the Raiders. Okay, I really don't care about that game. Yeah, give me Jacksonville. Mac Jones and the Jaguars, which at this point, I think Raider fans want them to lose, because a win gets you nowhere. So interested to see what the Raiders do in the draft. Do they get Shador? I know they're talking about getting a quarterback, which they do need. All right. But the Raiders need a lot more pieces than just a quarterback. So we'll see what they do there. And then we have the Niners and the Dolphins in Miami, both teams 6-8. I do favor the Dolphins a little bit. I could see it going either way, though. And then the Buccaneers versus the Cowboys in Arlington. Give me the Buccaneers. I think the Buccaneers blow them out, do a pretty big number on them. I think they win by 20-plus points there. And then the Saints and Packers on Monday night. I think the Packers blow them out as well. Both primetime games, honestly, are kind of weak. I hate to say it, but give me the Bucks and the Packers on the two primetime games, which I think the NFL focused more on these Saturday games and the Christmas Day games for this week rather than the Sunday games. That's what it seems like, because we do get some pretty good matchups here. Obviously the Texans and the Chiefs was a pretty good one. And then the Steelers, Ravens. And then you have on Christmas Day, they flip. So then it's going to be the Chiefs, Steelers, Ravens, Texans. I think they're more focused on these 4 games here. Kickoff is away, and we got the second half, and it's a booming kick into the end zone. Touchback. Steelers are going to get it at the 30. All right. 30 minutes left in this game. This is by far the biggest regular season game for both sides. Who is going to come out victorious? Russell Wilson in shotgun. Jalen Warren to his left. Toss play. Warren could not get past the first tackle. Might have gained a yard. Now they're going to call no gain right there. Steelers already have more first downs in this game than they did last week. All right, Warren in the backfield on 2nd and 10. Skowronek is back in the game. Wilson going to roll right. Throws it. Incomplete. He threw it low to Van Jefferson. Oh, don't go 3 and out here, man. Come on. So it leads to 3rd and 10. Come on, Smith. Let's see what you're cooking here, man. We need something. 3rd and 10 for the Steelers. Russ scrambling right away. Throws it complete, but it's short of the first down by like 3 yards. And he had to get rid of it quick. And the Steelers go 3 and out on their first drive. Oh, my gosh. Yeah, no one was on Hamilton right there. Hamilton was able to get past everybody. Waitman on the punt. Pretty solid one. Takes a nice bounce. Still rolling. And it looks like Baltimore's going to get it at around the 8-yard line. Man, but we just went 3 and out, man. Man, I need another light show here. All right, we need this other light show. You've only had 2 in 2 weeks. That's not good enough, guys. That is not good enough. What are we thinking? Pick 6 here? Minkah Fitzpatrick? Minkah Fitzpatrick has not had an interception in a long time. I think the stat was he hasn't had an interception since December of 2022. Something like that. It's been a long time. You know, and you could say that they haven't been throwing the ball his way, which could be true. But still, I mean, at some point, or at one point, he was getting interceptions all the time. He's due. He's due for one. Come on, I have a thing of apple cider, man, if we clinch today. Got a bottle opener right here. Come on, I want to celebrate today. All right, so they're really making a big deal out of Lamar Jackson being the MVP of the league once again. Which, you know what? He does deserve it, but personally, I'd say Saquon Barkley is MVP. I mean, he's the reason why the Eagles are where they're at right now. And they're one of the best teams in the NFL. But we know the NFL doesn't really give it to other position players other than quarterbacks. I mean, at this point, it's the quarterback award. Henry able to turn up the middle of the field. He might be short of the first down. His knee was down before getting the first down. So I think he's a little bit short, about a yard short. Looks like they gave him the first. One play, first down already for Baltimore. It's another handoff to Henry. Henry gets tripped up for a short gain. There's a flag. Our whistles were actually blown. All right. Taking it back a little bit. False start on the offense. It's going to be 1st and 15 for Baltimore right there now. Porter is back in the game, which is really good. Steelers bring some pressure. He dumps it out to Henry. Henry able to stiff arm Roberts. Man. And he gets a pretty solid gain on that one. I get about 6. Oh, no, he didn't stiff arm. It was more of just throwing him, you know. All right, you got Bateman on Porter on the bottom of the screen. It's a handoff play. Oh, no, if he fakes the handoff, it's an option route for Jackson, and he gets the first down. Come on, dude. You can't get down 2 possessions here. I mean, Baltimore's been moving the ball very good. By the way, that was a very good fake by Lamar. It was. I really thought it was a handoff too. So it's bringing pressure here. It's a play action. Jackson throws it to Andrews, who tried to spin away free. but he fell out to get about 5. Oh, I thought he's a little bit more hyper, man. He's yeah, I guess he's usually a sleeper around this time. Second and 5 for Baltimore. It's a handoff play. That's going to be about 4 for Baltimore right there. It's going to be 3rd and short. Okay, they're going to bring Henry in. I maybe an option play. It's a handoff. Henry could not get past the line. Roberts on the stop, and the Steelers going to stop. Nice. But the Ravens are so good at what they do, even though you know what's coming, it's still very hard to stop. So good stop by the Steelers defense right there. They needed that. See how the Steelers punt team does. Almost got to it. Wow. Calvin Austin calls fair catch. Did he touch him? Did he touch him? I think he looked like he touched him a little bit. I didn't get the call. It was worth a shot. All right. Russell Wilson and Steelers offense are going to be coming right back on the field. Still 17-10. Man, after this game, watch some Christmas movies. Should be pretty fun. Be even better with the Steelers win. Now, I won't be live for the Christmas game. I thought about it. I did. But I'd rather not. I'm going to have some family over, man. I'm just going to enjoy the day. And for a playoff game, we do plan on going live for the playoff games. I'm not sure how many. I might do one a day. Might do one a day since they do a game on Saturday, game on Sunday. I think I might do that. Depending on the matchups, it's going to vary. You know, we'll see. We'll see how I do things. I know there's, 6 games in the wild card round? So, yeah. They do a Monday night game, but odds are I probably won't do that one. Which I don't like the fact that they do a Monday nighter on wild card weekend, because then it just that means for sure you're gonna have a team on a short week. It just doesn't make sense. It doesn't. Man. Okay, that's crazy. So the Steelers, or the head-to-head matchups with Mike Tomlin and Harbaugh, the Steelers are up by 6 games, but yet the Ravens have outscored the Steelers. That sounds like such a Steeler thing. All right, Steelers have it at the 12. Wilson drops back. Halftime's going to go deep for Calvin Austin. It's caught. Big play. Wilson to Austin. on the one-on-one matchup right there. He put trust in his 5'8" receiver. Did he get his second foot down? They did. Kind of glitched. Hurried up offense. Snap. Harris spins. Gets down at the 40. All right, they couldn't even review it. And the review that Fox gave was terrible, by the way. All right, he did. That's a catch. That's a catch. No matter what, it was a catch. Nice catch, Calv. Second and 6 for the Steelers. They're in Baltimore territory. Wilson hands it off Harris. Harris is trying to break to the outside. He does. And he might have gotten a yard. All right, it's going to lead to third down. All right, you're not in field goal range yet. So this is a big third down here. Wilson all alone. Warren moves to Wilson's right. Whistles blow the play dead. It's an injured Raven, Marlon Humphrey. Huh. Something with his eye. Just put a $5 bet on your prediction. I don't even remember my prediction. What did I say? I forgot. Was it Derrick Henry? Well, I appreciate that you have faith in me, Hectic. I forgot. I forgot what I even said, man. All right, 3rd and 6 for the Steelers. Oh, for all the games. Ravens bring pressure. Wilson still has time. Throws middle of the field. Caught Calvin Austin for the Steelers. First down. And like I've said, he's working middle of the field. For the most part, most of the time Wilson has thrown, it has gone to the middle of the field. Russ in shotgun once again. Handoff play to Harris. Harris breaks a couple tackles, still on his feet. That's a gain of about 9. Probably about 9.5. So it's going to be 2nd and inches. Nice run by Harris. Most of those yards that he got right there was run after contact. Good stuff, Nash. Good stuff. Now Ward in the backfield. Just run the ball. Let's going to go bootleg, throw it to the right side. Pitch play. Warren has space, gets the first down. And that's another Steelers first down. And we're driving, baby. Let's go. First and 10, another pitch play. Warren gets stopped behind the line. Damn. Why are we doing so many pitch plays, man? okay, I get running the ball. All right, I get running the ball. But man, like, why are we doing so many pitch plays? Left the Raider game alone. Oh, I would have let that one alone too, man. You know what? You should have bet a tie. All right, Wilson has it. Throws it. Corner of the end zone. Patterson catches it. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Cordell Patterson didn't get possession until he hit the ground. And we are an extra point away from tying the game. Wilson to Patterson. Let's go, baby. Patterson was used as a running back on that play. He was lined up as a running back. He had Harris on him. He had possession for a little bit. Once he hit the ground, lost it. Nice. Let's go. Boswell, extra point. Up and good. Tie game. Let's go. We have 5:14 left in the third quarter. Nice grab, man. All right, I'll be back in just a second, people. All right, one thing I completely forgot, and how could I forget, is the light show for the touchdown. Let's do it, baby. Let's do it. Yes. Let's go, man. Here we go, Steelers. Here we go. Come on. Dog's over here looking at me weird. That's fine. Hey, he's staring at me right now like, what the hell just happened? I'm wearing all this warm clothing, even though it's like in the mid 70s out here. All right, let's go. Let's go. Boswell on the kickoff. Oh, does this go out of bounds? Oh, free kick out of bounds. Damn. So Baltimore's going to get it at the 40 after the free kick out of bounds. Come on, boss. All right. Come on, defense. Come on, defense. So far, this game has not disappointed, man. Jackson has it, fakes the handoff, gets pressure, throws it to Mark Andrews, complete for the first down. Damn. Hey, man. Andrews trying to rip Pat Fryermuth's jacket off. That's what it looked like. Hey, Patrick Queen just like socked Andrews right there. He was trying to knock out the ball. He just gave him like a this. He swung on him. All right, first down for the Ravens. It's a draw. It's a option play for Jackson, who gets stopped by Mika Fitzpatrick for a short gain. Good play, Minka. All right, they call that again a 3. Jackson and Henry having a little bit of conversation. Henry to Jackson's right. Jackson throws it midfield, wide open, complete for the first. Bateman on the reception. Or sorry, Flowers on the reception. Now Baltimore's moving down the field. As weird as this sounds, it's a bit of a low-scoring game, but both offenses have actually looked pretty good. Jackson fakes the handoff, is pressured, throws it, screen pass, Henry. Henry able to turn up the field. Henry still on his feet. Henry down at the 11 for the first. Damn. Almost got to Lamar. Man. Jackson is going to take it himself right now. And he gets about 5. Okay, it looked like Boswell was trying to kick it into the landing zone a little bit, which is not what he usually tries to do. Huh. It didn't work, so I don't know how much more he's going to try to do that. 2nd and 6 for Baltimore. Zay Flowers in motion, moves to the right. Jackson looks left, throws middle field wide open. Wide open, Mark Andrews for the touchdown. Baltimore gets the lead once again. Nobody on him, man. What are we doing? Just nobody working in the middle of the field. Nobody. Extra point for Tucker. He gets it. 24-17 Baltimore. 1:50 left in the third. Yeah, I knew the Ravens were going to have a bit of a better showing offensively. I knew it. All right, I'm going to have to punch right back. And these type of games the Steelers could not have won last season. They couldn't have. They couldn't. If you were scoring points on the Steelers defense last season, which didn't happen all the time, but if you could, you won. You won the game. Not only did you win, you would wind up blowing them out because Steelers could not do anything offensively. This season, the Steelers do have a good enough offense to try to keep up with opposing offenses that do put up points on the defense when it happens. So that's why I do like the Steelers team better this season than years prior because, Steelers lacked that. They did. The French Bulldog, man. He's laid out right now. He's over by the window. He likes to be by the sun, like if he's gonna get a suntan. I don't know why he thinks that you could get a suntan, but he just likes laying out in the sun. He loves the beach, man. Ravens are playing. Hey, we knew that the Ravens were going to come and play like this, man. They weren't going to continue to just play bad against the Steelers. It's just not going to happen, man. It's just not going to happen. And you can't keep relying on that happening. It's happened too many times. So the Ravens are playing at their best right now. They are. Jake gets fielded in the landing zone. Warren with a nice return. And he's on about the 37, 38-yard line. Good stuff. Let's go. Come on. Got to answer right back. I still don't get why they're doing one-on-ones. One-on-one passes with Calvin Austin. It worked last drive, but, it's for 5'8" guy. Which I don't think 5'8" is short. All right? I wouldn't say 5'8" is short, me personally. Wilson fakes the handoff. Throws it to Naj, who drops it. You know what? It's better that he did drop it. He wasn't going to get anywhere. I'm not going to make a big deal of, he dropped the ball. Nah, he was going to get like a yard behind the line. Joy Porter back into the locker room. He's probably done for the game then. He went out of the game earlier. Second attempt for the Steelers. Wilson drops back, throws complete to Williams for the first down. And that's another Pittsburgh Steelers first down. Let's go. This is AFC North football. Pitch play to Harris. Harris cuts back into the middle of the field, and he gets a couple. Gets a few on the play. Why? I don't get these pitch plays. I don't. Okay, I don't think can't think of his name right now. I don't think our OC is terrible, but pitch plays, I don't get it. Wilson fakes it to Warren, has time. Now he's going to chuck it downfield. I just threw it away. Incomplete. Wilson is starting to have a pretty decent game. Over 200 yards passing, 2 touchdowns. 3rd and 8. Play clock starting to run down. Got to snap it. Get off just in time. Wilson gets pressure, throws it to Warren, who fumbles the ball. Oh, he got it back. Nonetheless, they're short of the first down by about 6 yards. Okay, they say incomplete. They say incomplete. Offense is out there on 4th and 8. So we're 7 for 14 on 4th down conversions. 4th and 8. Refs are talking to Wilson. I don't know what the heck is going on here. Okay, so it does look like they gave him those few yards. It's still 4th and 5. Are they going to try to make him jump off sides? I don't know if they're actually going to go for it, man. Whistles blow. The 3rd quarter is over. Okay, I still don't know what's going on, man. All right. So it's going to be 4th and 5 to start off the 4th. All right. 5 yards is a lot to go for it, man. It feels like 4th and 1, 4th and 2. I wouldn't hate trying it. But 5 yards, you try to make them jump off sides, it's probably not going to work. Maybe try throwing middle of the field to Firemuth. Man, so the Steelers have a few fumbles in this game. Dang, he is out right now. Well, yeah, he's usually asleep around this time anyways. Taking a nap, midday nap. All right, let's see what the Steelers try to do. Since it's 5 yards, if they can get them to jump off sides, that will get them a first. And they might just take the penalty just so they could pin them a little bit deeper. You know, give the punter a little bit more space to pin them deep. Okay. No, okay, so it's 4th and 6. They say 4th and 6. Offense is still out there. So even if you try to make him jump, it's going to be a yard short. All right. They're at the 45. 4th and 6. Oh, man. Wilson alone in the backfield. Looks like Ravens are going to bring some pressure. Do they snap the ball? Oh, they do. Wilson is going to throw a deep ball. Calvin Austin, incomplete. Incomplete. Oh, my goodness. Oh, come on, man. There was contact. There was, but, I mean, you could just say he was playing for the ball. There was contact before the ball was there. On 4th and 6? Now you're giving Baltimore good field position. I don't hate the confidence, but oh man. And we needed 6 yards. 6 yards to get. It wasn't 4th and goal. All right, they give it to Henry. Henry's going to take it up the field. Henry's getting a first down and more. He's breaking free. 1st and goal for the Ravens. You gave them full control of the game now. Great. That was the momentum switch. That was it right there. That was a terrible play call on 4th down, man. Terrible. First and 10. Jackson fakes the handoff, throws it midfield, intercepted. Mika Fitzpatrick, stiff arm, get off me. He's returning it to the 25, past the 30, and he's down at the 33. Mika Fitzpatrick. Who did I say was due for an interception? Who did I say? I said it. He was due, more than due. And Mika Fitzpatrick gets the pick that the Steelers desperately needed. Let's go. Right back in it. Oh, just when it looked like Baltimore had all the momentum, Steelers take it right away from them, right back. Let's go, baby. Come on. Sorry for waking you up, buddy. Let's go. Man, they really needed that. I was starting to think it was over. I mean, after Henry broke off that long run, I was like, yeesh. Got to capitalize offense. All right. They get some somewhat decent field position. I mean, it's not terrible. All right, Smith, we need better play calls, man, because that 4th and 6 was not it. It was not it. Man, that was Minka's first interception in over a year. Come on, man. Come on. Oh, Minka looked like he beat him to his own route. It was either that or just... Dude, oh, he had Zay Flowers wide open. Zay Flowers was wide open in the end zone. Well, all right. Najee Harris in the backfield on first down. Hands off to Harris. Harris gets about 2. Hey, whoa, man. Hey. Whistles were blown already, man. Wow, that was his last or his first interception since week 11. When the Ravens played the Steelers. That was his last interception since then. Ooh, Jackson bleeding too on his right hand, on his throwing hand. All right, Harris on the backfield once again. A receiver on each side. Wilson fakes it, throws it, intercepted. Marlon Humphrey, pick 6. What was that? Marlon Humphrey on the pick 6. And no, I don't appreciate the shout out, Marlon. What was that? He threw it behind him. Now there goes our momentum that we just built. Justin Tucker waiting the extra point. It's up and right down the middle. Ravens up by 14, their biggest lead of the game. Mistakes, man. Mistakes. I mean, defense just gave you a gift right there, and then you made it worse. All right. I'll be back in a sec. I hate to say this. I do. But the Steelers are losing this game because of Russell Wilson's mistakes, man. They're losing this game because of Russell Wilson's mistakes. All right. In the big games where, I mean, this is really why you got Russell Wilson for these big games. And he had that fumble in the red zone, inside the 5. You know, that really hurt the Steelers. And then this pick 6. I like Russ. I do. I really do. But he's played really good football since he's been the starter. But these mistakes in this high-stakes game so far has been the reason why the Steelers are losing. That's what it is right now. It's what it is. But there's still a lot of time. But if the Steelers wind up losing this game, it's Russell Wilson's mistakes are why. All right, kickoff. There's going to be a touchback. Damn. All right, Russ, you're going to have to brush it off. Come on. All right. Warren in the backfield. Jefferson in motion. It's going to hand off play to Warren. Warren's going to take it up the field, and he's going to get the first down. Nice quality run by Jalen Warren. You don't expect the Steelers to be running the ball too often, though. I mean, there still is a lot of time. But, I mean, after last week where you didn't see the ball for a good while, Wilson throws it. Check down to Pat Freiermuth for a short gain. But, I mean, after last week where the defense couldn't get off the field, you got to have some urgency. Not to say that you don't trust your defense to make a play or anything like that, but, I mean, just from what happened. Another handoff to Warren. Warren gets about a yard. They are going no huddle, but just the plays. I'm not a fan of these plays right now. Wilson and shotgun. 2 receivers on each side. On 3rd and 4. Wilson scrambles, avoids it, throws it complete to Jalen Warren for the first down. That should be a first down. Wilson showing off the elusiveness there. Wilson has it. Tries to avoid pressure again. He does not. He gets sacked. Van Noy on the sack. Come on, man. Van Noy counting to 10 on his fingers. All right. Steelers did slow the pace down after the sack. Russ and shotgun. Got to run a play here. They do. Wilson, as a flag on the play, they're going to call false start on the offense, shooting ourselves in the foot. Broderick Jones. Okay, let me see the replay, dog. Okay, well, false start. So 2nd and 19. Steelers offense is not doing themselves any favors right now. Come on, man. Wilson now alone. Has it. Has time. Throws it middle field. Pat Freiermuth Tackled about the 50. I mean, he's still going to be 3rd and long. Come on. 3rd and 11. Steelers are 50% on 3rd down conversion so far in this game. It's a screen pass on 3rd and 11? What kind of play call was that, man? A screen pass to Calvin Austin on 3rd and 11. The Steelers are going to put the ball. You needed 11 yards, and you're going to throw a screen pass. And you lost a yard, by the way. Fair catch. They're going to get it inside the 10. What was that? Oh, my goodness. Now, look, I haven't really criticized the play calling at all this year. Not really. But what are you thinking on that play? And then we punt the ball. We punt the ball. All right, Ravens have it from their own 8. I mean, we're going to have to hope it's a high snap at this point. Jackson hands it off to Henry. Henry gets nowhere on the first play of the drive. Oh, my gosh. Now it's going to have to be a perfect game for the Steelers to come back in this one. Terrible. Jackson's going to give it to Henry once again for a gain of about 3, maybe 4 on the play. Yeah, you're going to need to get him nothing but 3 and outs. Unbelievable play call, man. I can't believe that. I cannot believe that. All right, 3rd and 5 for Lamar. Steelers desperately, and I mean desperately, need a stop here. Jackson has it, throws it downfield, has a man open, complete to Zay Flowers, able to spin, still on his feet, gets past another defender, spins again. Yeah, that's his game. This is game. Nah, this is game. Great, man. Oh, this is bad. Baltimore in Pittsburgh territory after that big play. Jackson hands it off to Henry once again. That's again about 5, maybe 6. I mean, he just got smoked right there. Well, we don't own the Ravens. We don't. Derrick Henry, 20 rushes, 143 yards. They give it to Derrick once again, and he's about 1 yard short of the first down. The QB sneak it. I think they got it. Yep. They got it. And this is the type of stuff I was talking about, man. This is exactly the type of stuff I was talking about. Last year, they had a bit of a meltdown. Last year, the Steelers were 7-4. Looked like everything was going good, and then they had a meltdown, lost 3 straight. It looks like we're having another meltdown here, man. Henry, once again, another first down, burst another first down. And yeah, they're playing the games that the type of games that they play. Baltimore. And this time it's working. This time it's working. Great, man. Feeds it to Henry once again. Yeah, about a yard. I mean, at this point, it doesn't really matter. As long as Tucker makes a field goal, that's going to close it out. Unbelievable, man. Unbelievable. Well, at this point, I think it's good news that they get a short week. The problem is you're going to have to play the Chiefs. So, another handoff play. It's another short gain, about a yard. So, I mean, now the Steelers are in a tough spot. They're going to be in a tough spot. Shoot, man. Steelers jump off sides. Neutral zone infraction on Alex Highsmith. So now Baltimore is going to have the lead in the AFC North. All right. The Steelers had it right in front of them, man. They had the AFC North right in front of them. They did. And then you lose against Cleveland, a game that you should have won. All right. This game, I mean, it was mistakes. It was mistakes. And Baltimore played a good game. I'm not going to discredit Baltimore. They played a really good game. The Steelers didn't do themselves favors, though. Okay, it looks like the refs are going to have a discussion on whether or not they got the first right there. They're going to say 4th and 1. If I'm Baltimore, it's 4th and 1. Just kick the field goal. Just kick the field goal. Get the 3-possession lead. And that's going to close it out. It's a chip shot field goal. They're showing the NFC playoff picture. I'm not really sure why. So with this loss, the Steelers going to drop to the 5th seed, I believe. Steelers took their first time out. Which isn't even going to matter. Justin Tucker out on the field goal try, and all he needs to do is kick it through the uprights, and that's going to clinch the game pretty much. Chip shot field goal. So you got it at the perfect angle. 23-yarder. Unless something dramatic happens, which I'm not putting my money on it. Snap good. Kick is right down the middle. Baltimore is going to take the lead in the AFC North after this performance. And the Steelers distracted, man. The Steelers distracted. I think it's Tom Brady, man. I think it's Tom Brady calling our games, man. You know, they just can't win when Brady's in the house. Maybe that's it. Maybe that's it, man. I don't know. But, I mean, Lamar Jackson had a really good game. Derrick Henry just ran all over the Steelers' defense. Zay Flowers having a 100-yard game. Jackson, 3 passing touchdowns. He did have that interception, but it meant nothing after. I mean, Russell Wilson threw a pick six right after. Man, I mean, see, after this performance, I don't even know if the Steelers could even win a playoff game. I really don't. I really don't. It was it was really looking different for a second, man. It really was. But yeah, I don't know. And as much as we could say, well, they played really good teams and they lost to really good teams. That's very true. But they're going to have to play these really good teams in the playoffs. They are. They are. So, I mean, you're going to have to beat these teams. Wilson, handoff play to Warren. Warren gets about 5 on the play. So as much as you could say, well, it's the schedule, these are the teams you're going to have to beat. Second and 5. Wilson just going to hand it off to Warren once again. Warren is stopped just short of the first down. Wilson scrambles, throws it away. Well, good news is the Steelers should be getting George Pickens back. It's unfortunate that in these big games that the Steelers defense has been a little bit banged up. It is unfortunate, you know, along with George Pickens not being out there. That does suck, but it is what it is. Steelers, another run play. He lost a couple yards on the play. Seems like the Steelers are just going to try to walk out of this game. They're going to let the clock run down to the 2-minute warning. I mean, the Steelers are just going to try to get out of there now. Well, did Lamar Jackson get rid of the narrative that he can't beat the Steelers? Did he? I think he did. He's shown that he could beat the Steelers here today. He did. And for all the critics that have been saying that he can't, I mean, not only did he beat the Steelers today, he dominated. Only that one mistake. The Steelers made plenty of mistakes here today. And this time we can't say ref ball. This time there was no ref ball, at least not any that I saw. Steelers played some really good teams. They got completely outplayed by both. And now they're going to have to play even a better team on Wednesday on a short week. So we'll see how that stuff turns out. He's been laid down the whole time. Hey, come here, buddy. Come on. Come here. Come here. He's camera shy. Oh, man. This sucks. This sucks. Oh, there he is. Come on. We're going to fix this. Come here. Come here, buddy. Come on. Come on. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Come on. Say hi. Nice. All right. I don't even know if you guys can hear me from here. Pretty far. Hey. Oh, you're messing with my chain, buddy. All right, so 3rd and 13. Let's see what the Steelers do here. Wilson has it, drops back, spins. Jesus going to throw it away. Incomplete. And the Steelers are just going to punt it away. All right, get down. Get down. Come on. Come on. His leg's stuck. Sorry. Get down, buddy. All right. Well, so I'm definitely going to make a video about this game. No doubt about that. Waving on the punt. And he fumbles the punt, muffs it. It looks like the Ravens got it again. It doesn't really matter at this point. You see, and the Ravens, they've had three fumbles. They fumbled the ball 3 times in this game, and the Steelers couldn't recover one. Not one of them. Not one of them. So all the Ravens are going to do are just run out the clock. That's really it. All right, Steelers have 2 timeouts. There's no real point of even using them. And as weird as it sounds, everything really went downhill after the Minkah Fitzpatrick interception. So I don't even know how that works, but yeah. Baltimore's going to take a couple of knees, and that's going to end it here. Ravens have 223 rushing yards on the game. Steelers running game actually didn't do too bad either, 117, but Baltimore nearly doubling that. So this says a lot about both teams, man. This game says a lot about both teams. Baltimore is still good and is still a real legit contender here in the AFC and in the AFC North. Pittsburgh, maybe they're not as good as the record says. Maybe not. I don't even know right now. I don't know. We've had 2 just bad losses. Both of them were complete meltdowns in the second half, primarily in the fourth quarter. Baltimore takes the final kneel down, and that's going to do it. Ravens are now leading the AFC North. And the Steelers drop to the 5th seed. Ravens clinch a playoff spot. So congrats to them, man. Congrats to them. They earned it. They earned it. You know, they protected their house here today. Wow. All right. Well, so there goes my plans on wanting to open up Papa Thing apple cider. But oh well. Well, that's gonna do it for the live, man. There's not really much else to say. Well, there is a lot to say, but I'll say it. I'll make a video on it. I might even drop it today. We'll see. And yeah, man, it was a tough loss. But other than that, guys, I want to wish everybody a Merry Christmas. I won't be live for the game on Christmas Day, but we'll definitely be dropping Pick 6 on Christmas Eve because of the Christmas Day game. So, yeah, man, we'll definitely keep in tabs between now and Christmas. But, I mean, since I'm on live, I'll wish you guys a Merry Christmas, and I hope you guys have a great rest of your weekend, man. And hope everyone has a good one, man. So, catch you guys later. Have a good one.